All right, so we've done some videos. We, as in Alternative Media, Silver Doctor, Zero Hedge, SGT Bull, a lot of other people. Certainly not really covering it too much on the mainstream media. But Webbot said a while back, watch high-end real estate collapse followed by normal real estate. And I've given you already quite a few examples of it already happening. And one of the biggest bubble towns of all time, where the Chinese rich were flooding their money into real estate, Canada, and I believe, was it Toronto, I believe? Isn't that right? Let's see, is it Toronto that they're going to be discussing in this article? Anyways, so this is from Zero Hedge. Billionaire capital turns into ghost town. Home contracts are down by 80%. Trophy cars piling up in the showrooms. Hold on, let me put my hand into my ear. How's that recovery? Recession officially ended April 2009. And by the way, my next video after this, speaking of this, New World Order mouthpiece warns we are on verge of greatest debt jubilee in history. Really? That's interesting. 7-year cycle. IMF, Christine Lagarde talking about cryptically about the importance of 7. We had the 7-year, 49-year Shemitah cycle, etc. We'll get that in the next video. It used to be that a quick walk around downtown Greenwich, Greenwich, could pass for an exotic car or car show, but those days seem to be coming to an end as hedge fund returns have suffered. And as one jewelry store owner puts it, one doesn't want to become the next episode of Billions. Well, one might be coming the next episode of Billions. As recently pointed out by Bloomberg, Greenwich has long been one of the most prosperous communities in America, with 1 out of every $10 in hedge funds in the country being managed there by the most elite funds like Viking Global, AQR, and Stephen Cohen's Point72. But these days, hedge fund returns have suffered and banking bonuses have remained stagnant for years. The trophy items like expensive jewelry and exotic cars are just piling up in luxurious Greenwich showrooms. The lonely $250,000 S-Class coupe at Mercedes-Benz of Greenwich says it all. For 6 months, it's been sitting in the showroom, shimmering in vain. Quote, "We haven't had anyone come in and look at it," says Joey Licari, a sales consultant at the dealership. That's gibberish for salesmen. Looking over his shoulder at the Silver Beauty. Quote, "I feel like normally they would maybe a few years ago. We haven't had anyone come and look at it." Gotcha. But exotic cars and jewelry aren't the only items not moving, as real estate brokers say that Greenwich mega mansions are sitting on the market for years amid collapsing prices. Again, Webbot. As head of Starwood Capital Group, Barry Sternlicht said the rich are being maddeningly frugal. You can't give away a house in Greenwich, he said. In fact, according to Houlihan Lawrence, contracts for homes between $5 mil and $5.99 mil are down 80%. Ooh. But I thought giving all this money to the rich, the 1%ers, all that, there's the top down, they're going to take the money, they're going to invest, and they're going to... I guess not. I guess they're not doing anything with that money, apparently. Many continue to try to sell their real estate holdings. As of September 14th, there were 46 homes at $10 million or more on the market. Some that have been lingering since 2014, according to data from Miller, Samuel, and Douglas Elliman. Back in the day, everybody in the world wanted 5 acres and pillars on their driveways, because that's what you got when you made it, says Frank Farricker, a principal with Lockwood and Mead Real Estate, who's chairman of the Connecticut Lottery. What? Chairman of the Connecticut Lottery Board. Now, made it means on the waterfront, on a small lot with a brand spanking new house. One example of the tanking Greenwich real estate market is the following 19,773 square foot mansion. Let's take a peek at that for you guys, for my peeps. Mansion, once owned by by Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump, that has been looking for a buyer for nearly 2 years. It's now on the market for $45 million, or about 17% less than its original listing price of $54 million. So Donald Trump, again, leadership and all that stuff, looked like he got out at the right time. Shockingly, the house has garnered limited interest despite a 3,000 bottle chilled wine cellar, a tennis court that converts to a hockey rink, and a globe-shaped observatory with a retractable roof and a high-powered telescope. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, not to be materialistic or anything, the American way. Boy, oh boy, if the old J Snip 4's Kids channel turns out, the Free Toy Kids channel, turns out and I become the next millionaire toy person family on the internet, maybe I'll be doing my videos with cocktails and a 3,000 bottle chilled wine cellar, smoking on some kind of rotten cigar that I can't stand, but I have to do it to look cool. That old thing. Making friends with the Rockefellers, hey guys, come over to my pad this time, that old chestnut. Actually, on second thought, not a chance in hell. Let me just tell you what old J Snip would do if I came across, some money. And again, which includes this other channel, quite possibly, may do really well. I can't wait to see. And if it does, I'm not going out and spending this nonsense. I learned my lesson back in 2006. I've mentioned this a few times on YouTube, but it's been a long time since I've mentioned it. And I know I've gotten a lot of subscribers since the last time I probably mentioned this. So I'll just mention it again. 2005. So I said 2006, 2005. A friend of mine emails me or calls me or something. Hey, man, I found a way to make some money on the internet with like affiliate marketing. You like put up these kind of like fake reviews, or you review something and put it up and just say, yeah, it was good, whatever. And then you have links to other vendor sites, and then that link is your little code. And if they buy the product from the vendor site, you get a little piece of that. Oh, okay. He's like, but I found this other thing where it makes these website pages out of keywords that you upload in a file. So if you find 2,000 keywords, it makes you a 2,000 page website filled with all these keywords. And I put Google ads on there, and they're making a lot of money. But I'm running it by you because you're an IT guy and stuff. Maybe if I share this information and you find a better way or where it makes more money, I'm just asking you to share it with me so we can both do well. I said, man, I will be over your house tonight. Went right over there. He logged in his computer. He was showing me he had like $1,100 in one account for the affiliate stuff. He had another 1,000 or something more in the other account with one of his websites that was just doing the ads. I'm like, okay, this is real. You got my attention. So long story short, I did find a way to make it even better. And I had about 9 or 10 sites. He had, I think, 19 or 20 websites filled with these keywords. They were garbage, trash websites that Google did not want in its index. And they would ban your site. But then we just put one back up, same keywords, different site name, do it again. They'd ban it even quicker. Then it got to the point where it wasn't even being found in Google. You were done. That's when the party ended. And I'm going to tell you, just to let you know, this kind of stuff has been out there. You just got to find it. We were making $700 to $800 a day every single day on these 9 websites. He was making more than double that amount. But it only lasted several months in 2005. But naturally, several months making that kind of money, you can imagine it was nice. I've never seen that kind of money in my life. My first paycheck from Google AdSense, $25,000. One check. I'm looking at this, logging into my account. They're not going to send me this check. They're not going to send me this check. There's no way this is even possible. I got that damn check, and I took a picture of it. My wife has it somewhere, just to say one day our little, us little people got a freaking $25,000 check. 2005. So I was blown away by it. Oh my God, it works. Point being, though, what did old Jay Snip? 2005, and then 2006. We barely made too much money on the internet. Then it was pretty much over. But I still had a little bit of change in my pocket. Didn't know about silver. Didn't know about the club. Didn't know about anything. Complete sheep. I love sports cars, racing and stuff, street racing, which when I was younger, I did quite a bit of that, from the years of like 18 to maybe 25 years old. And I'm more than 25 years old, but I still want a nice sports car. So I find this 99 Camaro SS with a rear-mounted turbo in a very built engine. I fly to Utah thinking I'm Mr. Big Shot. I'm doing the old Mr. Big Shot, Check the car out. Love the car. I'll give you a down payment. I'll wire you the rest, and then you'll ship the car to me. I'm going to have this agency bring the car to me, one of these towers, whatever, car carriers. They bring it. I pick it up down the street from where I work, give it a nice little car wash. Got myself a sports car. I think I'm the man, mindset. I'm driving around in my cool car. All these sometimes, little beater comes by you smoking. My mindset, that piece of crap off the road. Go buy a freaking car, Jesus. Well, wait a minute. What if the person doesn't have enough money? What if they're struggling? That's the best they can do. Nope, not Jason Snip 4 mindset back then, 2005, complete sheep. Nope, if I can do this, everyone can do this. Get a damn car, get out of my way. And then it went away. Money's gone. Wife's pregnant. Got to sell the car. Had a little jet boat, 99 Sugar Sand Tango. Fantastic boat. Wife's pregnant. Google money stopped. Got to go. Car gone. Boat gone. Etc. But we realized then, shortly after then, even though I wasn't awake, man, we really kind of squandered that money. We did what everybody else would do. Let's just spend it. No. So we said to each other one day, if we ever, now that we're awake, if we ever have an opportunity like that, regardless of what it is, if it's a side job or you end up doing this remote control thing that takes off, or by chance this new YouTube channel for my kids, JSNIP 4 is not going out buying McMansions or anything else. I'm going to do what Pastor Dowell has done in Tennessee. He bought in the 90s 60 acres of land. He saw all this coming way back. Again, I was a kid back then. He just turned 50, I think, the other day. Just so you know, I'm 38, but he's got multiple housing for people there. He has his church building on the property. He owns the land. He owns the property. He owns every piece of house, building, whatever you want to call it, manufactured home or not. Some of them are manufactured homes, some of them are buildings. They got it all there. They own it all. And I thought to myself, wouldn't that be cool to have 60, 70, 80, 100 acres? And I just put up a bunch of like dome homes. I love the dome homes, the geodesic concrete dome homes. I love those things. Put up a few of those and have the getaway spot. Friends, family, whatever. Crap hits the fan. Now you guys can come up. I know I used to talk to you and tell you you need to have some things. You need to help the situation and not be burdensome on me when crap goes down. Because if you can't help me, I'm not letting you in. You better have something that I need that we can both use, whatever. Don't come here saying, well, I know you got a lot of stuff and I have nothing, but you're my buddy, so let me in. No. But if I did have that kind of money flowing in, you know what, guys? On second thought, save your money. I know times are a little tough. Save your money. Don't buy all that stuff. Jay Snip, your pal's got you covered. And here's our new go-to property. Again, I wouldn't be putting mansions and big houses. I would be doing just what is needed, have a little community built, if you will, and just roll with it. That's my thought anyways. Making it happen and having certain people come and join and say, yeah, I want to be a part of that. That's another thing. And I will tell you, Pastor Dow has told me a story or two or three or four or five or six or seven or 8, 9, 10, where people have showed up on his land, and even he invited them and said, okay, yeah, you can stay, and here's how we do things here, but you can stay and essentially work with us and live here. And it didn't work out real well. There's a few stories he told me that did not work out well at all. So I'd have to think about that too. But that's just me dreaming anyways. These other elitists out there, they're out there buying Donald Trump's old house, Mike Tyson's old house. They do this for show. I want to show the world that I'm a badass, I'm rich, I'm powerful. And now whoever bought that turd is stuck with it. Been on the, what was it, 2 years? What was it? Nearly 2 years. Now on the market for $45 million, which is 17% less than its original listing price. So my question is, whenever Donald got out, Donald, what did you sell it for? And this person probably thought, oh, I'm going to buy this thing for a steal, and I'm going to... Actually, no. The other issue with houses like this, if crap hits the fan, where do you think people, the have-nots are going to go? They're going to go where they know the people have the most money. Oh, they may have precious metals. They may have lots of food. They may have stuff that I need. And that's where they'll go. But point of this whole article is, once again, the McMansion, the high-end real estate, is absolutely collapsing. Plain and simple. And I will end this video saying, boy, oh boy, do I hope that my little The Free Toy Kids channel takes off, because I'm going to take that money and I'm going to do what you and I would consider the right thing. And one of the first things I'm going to do, if should a giant check come in, etc., F off, banks. I never, ever, ever need your sorry ass loans again. You will never collect interest from me. You will never give me a mortgage that you got for free from the Federal Reserve, 0% interest rate, and then you charge me interest on it. F off. I paid for this house cash. I paid for this land cash. Piss off. Anyways. And you want to know something? I'm going to go a step further. If I was making millions a year, like some of these channels on YouTube actually make, it's a true story. That, what I'm about to tell you is anyways, they definitely make millions. There are people making millions on YouTube every year doing videos. If I was making millions, you know what old J Snip 4 would do? You'd see a video every now and then. Probably not that often, but you'd see one every now and then. J Snip 4 rally, lottery, if you will, or raffle/lottery. I'm going to pay off somebody's home today. Sign up to my website. I'm going to do a random drawing through the database. It'll randomly pick someone who signs up. I'm going to pay your mortgage off for you because I like you guys. Boom. That's what I would do if I had that kind of money. But I don't. So hope and pray, if you want, that it happens for old J Snip. Anyways, on to the next video. I think this next one's a little bit more important. I can't wait to see what this guy's got to say. Take care.